Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. Really appreciate you guys making some time out of your day to watch the video. And I'd like to invite everybody that has not had a chance to please hit that subscribe button here. Man, half you dudes out there watching these videos are still not subscribed. Much appreciated if you could hit that subscribe button. Okay guys, I'm going to give you guys the final practice day report here at Grand Lake. Got our tournament starting tomorrow. The Toyota Series here begins tomorrow. And I had a short day today because I've got to do a Walmart promotion for Bridgeford Foods. Then we got to get all of our registration stuff done. Got to get all my tackle. Got to drive back to Springfield, which is over a 2-hour drive. Get all my tackle work. Got to pick up Elijah. So it was a short day on the water today. If you guys have been watching the pre-tournament reports, you know I've been fishing sort of staying to cleaner water most of the practice, and today I wanted to get up into some dirty water, some sort of muddy water. So fished a lot of water visibility today, sort of in that 6 to 12 inch range, and could have had a decent day actually. Not a winning type day, but I think I probably could have had probably 15 pounds or so, 14, 15 pounds if it had been a tournament, which was pretty good. But I'm not real excited about that because a lot of the fish I caught today were sun generated. It's bright and sunny out today. A lot of the fish were tucked into shady places, and we got completely different conditions tomorrow. We got windy, overcast, so a lot of those fish I caught today will not bite tomorrow the way I caught them today. So here's the deal in the tournament here from what I saw. The first 2 days of practice, I spent a lot of time looking for bedding fish, or even though I can't stand bedding fish, but you got to do what you got to do in these tournaments, and then some pre-spawners. And again, most of the fish, in my opinion, are spawning right now. I'm not saying all of them are, but I think the majority of the bass are spawning, or they're real close to spawning, or they just got done with spawning. I mean, they're right there in the spawning mode. So given that, that throws a little bit of a curve in the equation here as far as how you need to approach the tournament based upon the conditions. There's 2 factors in this tournament from what I found out in practice here that is going to make a big difference. Number 1 is the fishing pressure in those spawning areas, and number 2 is the weather. Today, like I said, I was shallow water power fishing, flipping and cranking, that type of stuff, spinnerbait, and I didn't see as many boats. But at the same time, the potential for doing well in this tournament with the weather coming in that we have is not set up for the way I caught them today. If I'd have caught a couple 5-pounders, it'd have been different. But I never saw the 5-pound class fish, and you're gonna have to catch a couple 5-pounders every day to win this tournament. So my plan going into the tournament tomorrow is I'm going to mix it up between some pre-spawn stuff and some spawn stuff based upon the fishing pressure more than anything else. The problem with the key spawning areas in this tournament, like I said, it's take a number in those areas. And just because you may have found a stretch where you got some bites and saw some beds, there's no guarantee that you can get in there tomorrow. There may be 10 boats where you want to fish tomorrow. So you're going to have to stay open-minded in this tournament. One of the big factors in this tournament is figuring out how to catch those bass in completely different conditions than we've had in practice. In practice, we've had pretty much bright sunny skies and light to moderate winds in practice. And tomorrow in the tournament, they're forecasting 15 to 25 mile-an-hour winds and gusty, rain in the morning, overcast. That completely causes the fish to react differently. Sometimes it can help what you're doing, sometimes it can hurt what you're doing based upon the techniques that you're fishing. All these guys that have been cruising the bank looking for beds, they're going to have a hard time tomorrow. I'm not saying they can't catch some fish, but they're not going to be able to see a lot of those fish that they have been seeing the last couple days. And sometimes, a lot of the times, if you got rain and overcast and wind, those fish will move off of those beds temporarily. So that's going to be a factor. And the key for me in this tournament, for the way I'm going to approach the tournament, is I'm going to have 2 stacks of rods. I'm going to have rods on one side of the boat for that, finessing, spawning type deal, and the other side I'm going to have the rods in the boat for power water, nasty weather fishing. And I would prefer to just stay on the one side that's got the power water man, there's every time I do a video, there's some dude that's weed eating using a chainsaw or mowing. It's like inevitably every time. So anyway, I'd prefer to stay with the power fishing side, but you got to let the fish basically tell you what you want to do. I have no idea how tomorrow's going to turn out. I mean, I could catch 25 pounds or I could catch nothing. I mean, it's one of those deals where I really don't know how it's going to turn out, because I don't really know how these fish are going to react to this weather. I look for the weights to be pretty good tomorrow, simply because of the weather. I'd be surprised if there's not 5 or 6 20-pound plus bags, and I'd be surprised if 20th place isn't pushing on 17 or 18 pounds. I could be off on that, I'm not sure, but I just think that we're setting up for some prime fishing conditions. Windy, nasty, warm, that type of thing. It's April, I just think those fish are going to bite. And like I said, I'm not as concerned about the weather as I am the fishing pressure where I want to fish at. So that's the plan for tomorrow, guys. Like I said, got a lot of different tackle I'm gonna work up. I'll be able to give you guys a lot better clue tomorrow after the first day of the tournament how it's gonna go. But anyway, I'm gonna get back and get my stuff done. Again, thanks very much for you guys tuning in and watching these pre-tournament videos. I actually don't have another tournament till October after this one, so got quite a break in between it. So hope you guys are having a good day, and we'll talk later.